Hi everybody, I'm here today to just demonstrate some millboard decking going down. It's a product that's available from Advanced Building Materials in Sarnia, Ontario, and we're currently distributing the product throughout Canada. This video is not to show you my expertise in carpentry by any stretch of the imagination, but just some details of working with millboard as we kind of go along. So we'll just do a series of videos, and hopefully this kind of helps people out when installing millboard. So today we're going to be putting the millboard decking on this frame. This frame was a set of steps, and then just the 2x8s were added on top of the steps to make a deck frame, and then some smaller steps are going to come off the front there. One thing about millboard is that when you are building your frame for the material, it has to be on 16-inch centers. We use 2x8s here on the main deck, and that's due to the fact that the steps were made out of 2x8 and framed it up with 2x6 just around the hot tub. But I put the spacing a little bit differently on the around the hot tub there. I used 12-inch centers just because it was a smaller board. As you can see through the frame, we have some wiring running. That wiring is actually going to support the lights that are going on the deck. This system is available through LMT, which Advanced Building Materials markets in Sarnia. And the lights, there should be 8 lights going into this deck. And the lighting system is just a plug-and-play system, and it runs off of a transformer that's it's got a photocell in it as well. One thing I particularly like about the millboard product line is the ability to cut it. It actually cuts like you're cutting actual wood, even though it is a composite board made out of limestone. So just give it a little go here. One of the nice things about millboard decking is not only how realistic it looks, but they also have some really neat pieces. They offer this particular board in a bullnose, and I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's a really nice rounded edge to the board, and that allows you to do some really awesome steps and some great picture framing with it. Same thing, all their products come with the ability to just fasten right through the deck board, and the screw just disappears. And there we have our first part of the picture frame done. And as you can see, the screws that are put in there, again, just disappear right into the surface. So really, the deck board just has a hidden fastening system built right into the product. Another nice thing about the deck board itself is that when you come along to doing your joints, because it's made out of limestone, the expansion and contraction on this board is they recommend about like 1 millimeter of spacing in between, so you can get some really nice joints, and they won't open up over time. You do have the option, you could glue the joints and stuff like that if they if you get a little bit of movement in your substructure or something. But this is my own project, and to tell you the truth, a little bit of gapping like that's never going to worry me too much. One really nice thing about this product as well is that you can actually screw the product really close to the edges without having any chipping or cracking. And this is our border. You can see the detail and the texture to this board. And again, you can just see the how precisely that cuts and meets up there. This is just to demonstrate the ability to actually drill through the millboard product as well. Right now we're using 1 1/4 inch speed bore bit in order to accommodate our plug and play lights. So just run a hole through the board here. And with our plug-and-play lights that we have here, we just slide that through the hole, and those lights just fit nice and tightly into that 1 1/4 inch hole. And then we just plug and play here, and voila. On these connections underneath the deck too, I think it's really important to make sure that you just give them a little wrap with some electrical tape. And here are the lights installed in the perimeter board. They use an 1 1/4 hole to go through the board. One thing when doing this project, always make sure that you test it on a piece of wood first, or a scrap piece or something like that. You don't want to go on in and bore a big old hole in there and find out you got the wrong bit. One thing that I would always recommend to the customers that come by our shop is that even if you don't want to do lights in your deck, and you don't really find a need for them, it's not a bad idea just to throw some wiring in there. I mean, you only get one shot to put wiring underneath the deck, so why not just put it in? For the cost of it, it's not very much, and if you mark it out on a diagram, then you know where the outlets are going to be, or where you might want to put them at a later point in time. So Millboard uses a specific screw in order to fasten through the deck board, and what they always recommend is that you just take a little silicone lubricant and just spray the screws in the box, and then just give them a shape. I tried actually driving the screw in without the silicone, and it still drives in okay, but it does go in a little bit easier when you just put a little bit of silicone spray on there. So we're starting our infill with the burnt cedar. And again, we're just going to put in the last couple of screws here on this first deck board. And again, all the decking, all the fascia, all the trims have the same feature of the last stained surface, which just makes that screw head just disappear. I'm not sure if it was mentioned earlier, but this board is actually 6 3/4, 7 inches wide, and 1 1/4 thick. It's a very beefy board. One thing to note when using Millboard is that the board is about 141.5, 142 inches, right in there. So you do have to take that into consideration with your framing. That's the only size the board actually comes in as well. So as you can see, the whole point of it is to just stagger joints and just kind of lag it down like a hardwood floor. One nice thing about this board too is the weight of it. It's actually about half, 3/4 the weight of a traditional composite deck board. Although this project didn't call for it, if you ever need to do a project with rounded, instead of a square corner or a diagonal, and you want something rounded, Millboard offers a really nice bendable trim piece. out pretty good. The skirting's just a PVC tongue and groove board. Millboard has some really excellent rich colors that are just you know, phenomenal, like no other composite decking you've ever seen. The Millboard decking is probably one of the most user-friendly decking materials out in the market today. I love the hidden fastening system on it. A couple of other side notes on it too is that the deck board itself, like if you're ever fastening it, like a lot of composites, you can't really fasten really close to the edge because they'll split and chip and stuff like that. But with this product, it's actually you can get pretty darn close to the edge without any chip. People also ask a lot if it heats up. I would say the product probably heats up no more or no less than any other composite deck board out there. If you're concerned about that, certainly going to a lighter color in the Millboard line would certainly alleviate that problem. If you want more information on Millboard decking in Canada, feel free to contact Advanced Building Materials in Sarnia, Ontario at 519-336-2212. Ask for Rob, Norm, or Elijah, and we'll be able to help you out. Thanks for watching.